Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, I'm in a cooking mood. So I spent the afternoon baking an apple cobbler, and then I make some delicious chicken and dumplings for dinner. But first, I had a request to show y'all a little look inside the barn. So if you're interested, I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. I tell you what, this old barn is going to need a lot of TLC before we're ready to use it for farm animals. The barn seems like it has some real good bones, but we'll have to replace some of the boards on the outside that have started to rot away. We also want to build some animal stalls and maybe a storeroom. But to be honest, I've never had a barn or farm animals before, so I'm not real sure what all will need to be done to get this old barn ready for use. But I do love this old barn, and I can't wait till we're ready to start fixing it up. Well, how are you all doing today? I hope you're all enjoying the last days of summer. Unfortunately, Tim and I have caught a late summer cold. One of our sons brought it home from school and shared it with us, so needless to say, we're feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm feeling better, but I think Tim must have got the worst of it. He hasn't felt like working on the house, but as soon as he feels better, we'll be ready to continue the renovations in our son's room. Well, later today, after my morning chores, I plan to bake an apple cobbler, and then I'm going to make Tim some chicken and dumplings to hopefully make him start feeling a little bit better. I'm almost finished making my bed, and then I'm going to head outside to the front porch. I have a few more fall decorations to put up out there. I've been having the best time decorating the trailer for fall, although there's not much space for decorating considering we're under construction, but I have managed to decorate my bedroom, the kitchen, and the front porch. I absolutely love this porch with its mountain views. I could sit out here forever just taking in the scenery, and I'm especially loving it all decorated for fall. almost finished with my morning chores, and then I'll be ready to bake an apple cobbler. I have some apples that I need to use up, and I figured an apple cobbler would be right up Tim's alley. Apple cobbler with vanilla ice cream. Yum! Who's ready to bake an apple cobbler? I know I am. I'm following a recipe for apple cobbler that I found on momsontimeout.com, and I'll be sure to link the recipe down in the description box. This apple cobbler recipe calls for Granny Smith apples, which I just happen to have on hand. The only problem is I don't have enough, so I end up using some Gala apples as well. You see, as I started making the recipe, I realized one batch wouldn't be enough for all 6 of us, so about halfway into the recipe, I decided to go ahead and make it a double batch. Apple cobbler is a perfect fall treat. And yes, I realize it's still summer out, but I just couldn't wait any longer and decided to go ahead and get a head start on the fall season. I tell you what, I can't get over how many recipes there are for apples. I researched fall apple recipes and found recipes for apple pie, apple donuts, apple butter, apple strudel, apple cake, apple fritters, apple crisp. I mean, I could go on and on with how many apple desserts there are. What's your favorite apple dessert? I would have to say apple cobbler is my favorite. In the past, I've made apple crisp and apple fritters. I think I even made an apple cake one time. I've attempted to make apple pie a few times, but it's never turned out great. I like easy recipes, but I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone and try something a bit more challenging because some of these apple recipes sure do sound delicious. I've just about finished with the cobbler filling, and once I've finished, I'll go ahead and assemble the cobbler and bake it in a 375-degree oven for 35 to 45 minutes or until it's bubbly and golden brown on top. I love when I start baking and the smell draws the boys out to the kitchen. I get questions like, "What you making, Mom? Mom, is it ready yet? What am I smelling? Smells great, Mom." I sure do love surprising them with their favorite treats, that's for sure. That cobbler sure does look and smell delicious. The smell of apples and cinnamon have filled the air, and it smells amazing in here. The cobbler needs a few more minutes to finish baking, so in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put away the clean dishes. Fingers crossed that I don't burn the cobbler. That would be my luck. I've been known to forget it still in the oven and end up burning it. That happens a lot when I make sweet potato casserole. I almost always end up burning the marshmallows. Anyway, just a few more minutes and the apple cobbler will be ready. Alright y'all, it's now time to get dinner started. Tonight we're having chicken and dumplings with roasted Brussels sprouts. I had to run out to the grocery store early this morning to pick up the ingredients for dinner and to top off a few weekly groceries, so stay tuned for a grocery haul at the end of the video. I'm following a recipe for chicken and dumplings by thecozycook.com. According to The Cozy Cook, chicken and dumplings is a thick and creamy chicken soup loaded with so much flavor, and it's topped with perfectly cooked, light and airy dumplings. This will be the first time I've ever made chicken and dumplings. I'm used to chicken and pastry where you roll out the dough, but I'm excited to try this recipe for chicken and dumplings. We love roasted Brussels sprouts. I make mine pretty simple with just olive oil, salt, and pepper. They will roast in a 400-degree oven until they are crispy and golden brown. Alright, the Brussels sprouts are ready to go, but I'm not quite ready to put them in the oven, not just yet anyway. They won't take long to cook, so I'll wait until closer to finishing the chicken and dumplings before roasting the Brussels sprouts. Next, I'll prep the carrots, onions, and celery, which is the basis for the soup. Dinner prep is coming right along, y'all. Once I finish with the celery, then it will be time to start cutting up the chicken. Y'all know I love fall, and I asked you all what your favorite season is. There were many of you just like me that love fall. I love hay rides and scarecrows, campfires and apple picking and going for walks amongst the beautiful trees with their fall colors. I love fall decorating and farmers markets. I tell you what, there's just so much to do during the fall months, and that's the reason why I love fall. I've seared the chicken on both sides, and now I'll set it aside while I make the base for the chicken soup. I'll start by sauteing the onions, celery, and carrots in butter. The chicken gets added back to the pot to finish cooking at the same time as you add the dumplings. It takes about 15 minutes to cook the dumplings, which gives the chicken time to finish cooking. Once the vegetables are softened, I'll coat them in flour, and once that has cooked for a couple of minutes to remove the raw flour taste, I'll then add the chicken broth and half to the pot to form the base for the creamy chicken soup. Alright y'all, the creamy soup base is just going to simmer for a few minutes in order to thicken up, and while it does that, I'm going to go ahead and chop up the chicken and prepare the dumpling dough. The dumpling dough is ready to go, so now it's time to add the chicken back to the pot. I divided the soup into 2 pots because I'm making a double batch of chicken and dumplings. Alright, well it's time to drop the dumplings. Once the dough is added to the pot, I'll put a lid on the pot and let the dumplings steam for about 15 minutes. Dinner is ready, y'all, and it smells delicious. I'm going to go ahead and get dinner served up and then call in my hungry crowd. After I get them served up, then I'm going to have a little taste test. And I tell you what, I can't wait to dig in.
ice cream, a little bit of pie, a little bit of pie, a little bit of ice cream. Get together. Oh yeah. Thumbs up.
That's really good. Well, y'all, I guess that's about it for another video. But before you go, I thought I'd share a small grocery haul with you. I ran to the Walmart early this morning to get the ingredients that we were going to need for dinner. And while I was there, I topped up on a few groceries for the week. Well, alright, y'all. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.